member?
No.
Alright, enough of that. No, I didn't get Freddy. Not yet. Not until this Friday. I will play it this Friday, or I can just buy it right now. Steam. No. Look, the point is I'll get it. I'll get it, okay? Come on. Alright. Yeah, just because I'm not gonna play it now doesn't mean I'm not gonna play it at all. Alright, now I'm thinking about finishing Turnabout's Goodbyes today, and I'm thinking about finish Turnabout Goodbyes today, which is like the best episode in the whole game, and then start Rise of the Ashes tomorrow. Rise from the Ashes, sorry. Alright, so how have y'all been? Right there? Because with me, nothing happened. Yeah, I got my hero. They put out a new battle royale. Sort of My Hero Fortnite, but yeah, whatever. Alright. December 27th, 10 a.m. Alright, we're on the trial right now. Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You took a nap, so you're gonna be staying up all night? Okay. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Very well. No opening statements, so... You're not supposed to take naps, so... Did you hear that? Did you hear how devilish that objection sounded? Like, jeez. Like, just listen to it. Like, objection! Like... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Oh, right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Oh, Jesus. Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rinse oats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is! Raise an objection. Wait a minute! The witness hasn't stated his name yet! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Oh yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? Memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Oh wait, it's the judge. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. What do you mean, old man? I mean, like, the judge is pretty old, and Von Karma is also pretty old. Like, look at him, he's 65! The incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Oh, very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? The night of the murder. Oh, I wonder how this is gonna go. He's like a crazy old man. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. Look, if it was just after midnight, it would be the 25th. I was in the restaurant where I reimposed as usual. Then I heard a bang! Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes. Mr. Wright, cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. The fuck? Yeah, exactly, Ren. Exactly. Alright. Alright, save real quick, look at the evidence, let's check the evidence real quick. The night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. I was in the restaurant. A bank. A restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. It's tough being a lawyer. Just after midnight, you say? Hey, yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, it did. Yup. You see. Continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith, the prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And where did the bangs seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? No, wait, did I? Are you certain? That's how I meant to say it. Hey, up. Good. Continue. I looked out the window and saw a boat just floating on the lake. Someone on the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Hey, yup. Well, at the time, that is. At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total. Hey, yep. Well, a lot of said in her testimony yesterday. And a man walks by my window. Press it. By your window? Hey, yep. And by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. Saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add to your testimony. Tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. You're certain, Keith. Well, he is a crazy old man. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? Should I make his voice more devilish or something? Should I? Like, okay. It was him that Edward, but he's dead. He died. Yes, this sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma. Oh, thank you, Ren. Thank you. For the voice acting, thank you. I think I may need to refill at some point. I mean, voices like Phoenix, the Judge, and the Old Man are fine for me, but Von Karma sort of fucks up my voice. Like, it fucked up my voice yesterday. I need to hydrate plenty. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tusk. Nick! Oh, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Bruh, quick, or this trial's gonna be over. Objection. Your Honor. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, what are you referring to the fingerprints in Edgeworth's right hand?
Okay, I am not doing that voice.
Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly. High-pitched girl. Okay. Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
Their judge is lost in thought. Well, I have to keep raising objections like this. I need to. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie.
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? Do we? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. I think you may have to watch the previous stream, Ren. Because, yeah. Yeah, I would explain this case from the beginning, but it'll take quite a while. Are you sure? To be honest. I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Task.
Although, the last stream was split into two because my Wi-Fi went down during the middle of it. That was the first one. Once the Wi-Fi came back around, I started the second one. Both streams put together are like 3 hours in total. Alright.
Task. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Oh, Jesus.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Ah, no! No!
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait!
Who was that just now?
Me! Huh? Whoa! Larry! Larry! Larry!
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. I got shot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Oh my god. Reality and pain. Why did it have to be this way? Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. Pains. Pains. No pain. Pains. No pain. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta. Oh yeah, and by the way, all my Twitch VODs are going to a new channel. Sub to my VODs channel! Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. Doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here. Right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Excuse me. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Hooray. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Ugh. Ugh. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Edge of your seat. You did? Cool. Yeah. All of the VODs will go there instead of my main channel. I think my main channel will be just clips from now on. I don't know when they'll come, but they'll go in there sooner or later. Alright. I've seen worse. Yeah, alright, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets! I just wonder what Plary... Did I say Plary? Oh, jeez. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. And he found a balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. Couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Quorum number 3. 10:35 a.m. Alright. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry. Don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about being our big break. This being our big break. Alright. The night of the murder. Ren, I don't know if you're still here. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. Oh, I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. You had to take your medicine? Okay. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking... This might be it. It's not. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had got home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Buds, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for the Scorty. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure. Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? Sundial? How do you pronounce it? I don't know. People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Looked out over the lake, I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case! Huh. Wait. Music stopped. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lorna Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a wait to see. I'm like a customer here. So you guys treat me nice and stuff, okay? Dude. If you pull the customer is always right bullshit, then screw you. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to someone else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing! Oh my god, people are booing. Oh, Jesus. What is wrong with people these days? Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That's a crime. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, got Discord notif. Alright, back to it. You can't plug headphones into a radio. Alright, well, look, this damn game takes place in 2016, but this game was made in 2001. I'm guessing like they made this. I'm guessing like they made this game not knowing what was to come. Like, they didn't know the iPhone was gonna come out or anything. Like, like we still have like things like digital cameras and old cell phones. They got old flip phones and shit. Even like Maya's old phone still has like buttons on it. Oh, I don't get it either. The date is September 27th, 2016. Right. Mm. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue? Your Honor, please. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Ah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an All Request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. Not anymore. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ. An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway. Man, that judge is so old. What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. Hold on. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Give you villain dad vibes? What? Whoa, with the gray beard and shit? He's bald. Very well, Mr. Wright. Oh, I can't believe I'm continuing the charade. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? And very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when he heard there's a gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Yeah. Larry, Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Okay, I think I know this one, but I think we're still gonna save. I think Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about that pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? I do. It was this photo. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? Huh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we have seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on that night of the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. And we're gonna save right before we do it. Wait a second! Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case! What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict! We have nothing to lose! You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Test. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. You don't trust who? You don't trust Von Karma? At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was... oh yeah, Karma. But wait, assassination classroom. One of the dude's name is Karma. But compared to Manfred von Karma, Karma Akabane, assassination classroom. Karma Akabane's hot as hell. No, really, he is. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, right? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Yeah. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Mr. Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. What kind of judge is he? Miles Edgeworth, a lot of heart. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? He's a bald judge. That's the type of judge he is. Ah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? When did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Maybe you should try again. He wasn't even surprised. I goofed up. Maybe I have it wrong. I think it was inside the boat shop. Or near it. Here, of course! The boat shop! Where he lives! That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning... and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. My God, face. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth. On purpose. Rachel? Alright, Rachel, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain real quick. Because it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Look. Randomly, out of nowhere, my Wi-Fi just went down, and just like that, Look, my Wi-Fi was down for like 10-20 minutes. And we didn't do anything about it, apparently. I just sat there for like 10-20 minutes waiting for the Wi-Fi to come back up. And like after that, I started another stream. Yes, I did 2 separate streams yesterday. That's basically it. Wait. No, wait. Why does that have to... Well, that's random. That's out of nowhere. Okay, but it's fine. It's fine. We saved right before then, where he's starting to explain what happened. Don't blame me, Rachel. Blame my Wi-Fi. What? No. I don't want to play Splatoon 3. How many viewers did I get yesterday? Okay. Okay. I think to my knowledge, I think part one of the last VOD should be yes. All right, and I'm about to export the what the fuck. Okay. Let me check a few more things. Is there a storm? No, it's not. Or I think I just pressed something wrong. Like, hold on. Who fired the pistol on the boat? The boat shop caretaker. Okay, Rachel, here's the new VODs channel. The murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth. On purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Harding did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before! The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Yeah, Rachel, all the Twitch VODs are gonna go on there instead of my main channel. I'm pretty sure my main channel now will just be for clips, so... Why did you go to the lake that night? What Reddit said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Ammon. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We can't allow him to get away. Oh, jeez. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I can't not declare a verdict until under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. 1:22 p.m. District Court. Yeah, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Imagine if it was one of the people at the court. What do you mean? Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. Second job? I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little, relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... Excuse me. I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is getting real. Alright, Alright, day 3 investigation, here we go. I think we could finish this today. Right and kill the offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never! Nick. Joe! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles. Am I? Swooning? Me? Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, I do remember feeling faint. Right. Oh, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, okay, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. Oh, you did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Okay, but seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Why does Maya look like she's from Naruto? I never thought about that before. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is... I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Me? Oh, damn it, Phoenix. Why did it have to be this way? But why you, Larry? Why you? Uh-huh. Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? No, why him? Why not Maya? Why not Maya, best girl? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Okay. Okay, They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry. What you talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring? End of 3rd grade? The kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared. with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. And here's where it happened. I didn't do it. Guilty, you did it! Guilty, it was you! Thief! Give him the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it. You can't have the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no problem, my racer. Should be allowed in the relay race or in the library committee. You bet that's allergy. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Oh, Jesus. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else is no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Freaking cancel culture in a nutshell. Let's think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well... I was just looking at it the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah. Yeah. Does he? Cool. Anyway. Like, the stuff that Larry brought up, like, think about how he feels, I thought was much better than... Actually, no, they were both equally really good. Like, what they said in the trial. Like, very. You know? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident? Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edward's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Oh, goofball vibes. Oh, that's what you meant. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, and I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean? That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain. No one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that Reynolds boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clear out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, see you, Larry. Let's go to the detention center. Visitor's room. You look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the... Hold on. That was the crux of Yogi's... Or crux, I don't know. I really... Is there a psychic in this game? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Hold on, I need to know how it's pronounced. How do you say that word? That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Jesus. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a strange situation, in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. He's out. Again. When does he work, anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Time to go to Gourd Lake. Again. December 2/7. Oh, hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Next to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Oh, no one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? Something seems off, you don't know? I don't know what's off. If I thought there was something off, I wouldn't know what it is either. Like, I wouldn't think there was something off in the first place, but, you know, since you brought it up, oh boy. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the Parkers are found out. Yeah, I will see it. I will, Rachel. He's got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Hold on. Hold on. Right. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I regret that. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Look, Rachel, I had to. I had to! No, seriously, I had to. Boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. Oh, I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello. What you be doing here? Out for a walk, huh? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Oh, that is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Yes, the Monopoly guy. Monopoly man. Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Where's his top? Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. His hair is his top hat. Oh my god. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Oh, hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! I can't believe you run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! If I had a nickel. Paddle 2. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. Says I can't take you. Great, now the birds are going to hate me. Yeah, great job, Nick. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1128. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. Oh my god, I just got it. I just got it, Ren. Does it make the hat the top and you the bottom? The only thing in here is a letter. Oh, letter? Monopoly guy in Happy Hotel. Oh my god, if he makes a cameo on frickin' a letter? Aw, boring. Huh. There's no name or signature on this thing. You don't know. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Edgeworth! Nick, why will Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and Freya Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here. In perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Revenge on Miles Edgeworth. There's no details to murder and setup. Or wait, we can examine it again? Nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Alright. Don't abandon me. Alright. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe, you won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said it was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Oh, the boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Excuse me. Do we have to present him with this? Edgeworth. See this letter? Huh? This came out of the safe in the shack where that both rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Alright, Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The huge earthquake happened. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? The nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime I committed, a crime you committed, memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat, every time. Well, what kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! Can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help, get us out! No, stop! Oh, let's just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. Ripping up my hair. No, what? Stop breathing my hair. I'll stop you. Oh, what? What are you? Stop him! Ah! No, father. Nagging father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But it's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth! You mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6. Oh, Mr. Grossberg.
Ah, hello there. Oh, what's wrong? You look troubled.
Oh, no kidding! Can't believe you're not!
No, my Monopoly money bags. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He.
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
No, it's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, huh?
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
Does Yogi know Boo Boo the bear? I really don't know. No, seriously, I don't.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
I don't know what next. Do we go back to the lake or something? I don't think there's anything else left to do at the lake. Do we present the... Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Ammon. But why kill Robert Ammon?
Ammon was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
Wait, what is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago.
Whose handwriting was this?
Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Wait, it was telling Yogi. Huh. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Huh? Von Karma. Ooh, wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill. The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was
correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Von Karma. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. How can Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Gregory vs. Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Another dude, he would do anything? I think that was Edgeworth himself. Okay, I changed the title of the stream. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence.
And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? The karma did the killing? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes. An unusual event for the map. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Oh, really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. Actually, those aren't strange at all, in my opinion. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up Deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Deal 6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. What if Karma took a long vacation to think of a revenge plan? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, I wonder how that would go. I can't believe he killed someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials. Alright. Off to criminal affairs we go. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Stand out late looking for someone. Sounds like the Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. For real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But, I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room! Nick, let's hurry! Let's go. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Let's examine that open file, open cabinet. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Oh, Nick! The file for DL6. Oh, it's completely empty! What?
What are you doing in here?
Ah! Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh? Dude, we literally started this like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, 2 days ago we had the first trial, and don't try and play dumb. Just don't. Anyways, huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edwards' defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things. To be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Oh, great. Now we gotta talk. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rates.
Mr. Von Karma? Shorts a memory card. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because, he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record.
Huh.
So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take a son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end.
Only watch for now? Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're watching, I'm happy about that.
Alright. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure we have got to present the letter. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. I'm Batman. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it! You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600?
Oh, don't worry.
No, Rin. A taser is, yeah, a bit different.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now, give me the letter.
No! No!
Whoa, what are you?
Nick, run! Ah! Maya!
Out of my way. He got us.
The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? You don't care if it's a video game? Yeah, go ahead, gladly. Beat up his ass. Maya! Maya! Open your eyes! Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, where we need her the most. Did I say where? I meant when. I'm sorry. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Still bears clear and ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. No, she's not dead. She's not dead. Alright. Today is the last trial day. No, seriously, Maya is best girl. Like, when anything that happened. By the way, if you want to know how many save files there are, there's 10. Alright. December 28th, not 51, District Court, lobby number 2. Alright. Now, something you should know, Bryn. So, originally, this was the last case in the original game on GBA, and they added an extra case in the DS version when it got released worldwide. This is it. Judgment Day. Terminator 2. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ooh, ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. Oh, I only touched your shoulder. Oh, I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Oh, good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Oh, sorry! Oh, I'm sorry! Oh, I just thought I'd just cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya. How old is Maya? She's 17. Maya. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. And whatever you do, don't touch any water. Pal! Oh, what's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Where spreads out wouldn't be good on. Oh my god, oh my god. My god, Ren. I mean, yeah, yeah. Wait, but ain't 17 the age of consent? Or... I don't know. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Oh, it took all night, pal. Oh, thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, you must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. December 28th, 15 years ago today. All that happens. Statute of limitations runs out today. 10 a.m. District Court, Court number 3. Still a minor until she turns 18. Okay. Well, let's not fret about it. Well, not right now. We have a trial to win. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I asked that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Oh, come on. Don't be on the sounds by every little thing he says. Well, I mean, yeah, he's saying more than usual in trials, but... Jesus. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. I'm Batman. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. so my testimony yesterday stands as is. Oh, very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Now, alright, so save the game. Alright, let's just go through the evidence first. Here's what goes on. Automatically, the pistol bullet from this pistol. And then we have the DL6 bullet. But nothing about DL6. Well, not right now. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Then, why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth will be guilty in 3 minutes. I went and buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble in remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. No, please. Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Ammett. That's why you took revenge on him, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case. And no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright! There is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Oh, don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Wasn't it that old show I used to watch back in my day? It was on every Saturday in the morning, and with these two bears and oh, Shani Yogi from the DL6 incident. I figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. All right, I should have responded to your comment a bit earlier, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone who played this game, karma would piss everyone off. I mean, I think as a character he's written pretty well, but him as a person though, man, he's fucking horrible. You know? Task. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. Oh, this is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Excuse me. What's going on? Okay. Nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. Oh, that makes sense. Task. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No. No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. No, yeah, he took it away. He took it away from us. We can't. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Task. Well, Mr. Wright.
Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parent for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. I've never heard that before, have you? Wait a second. Cross-examine his parent? What is it, Nick? No. No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parent. Order! Man, if I had a dime every time he said order. Well. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second! You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parent, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course. Should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take a stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Birds. Oh yeah, she does. She does. If only she was a bit more pink, though. Hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? All right. Okay, I'll be back in like 30 seconds to a minute. I gotta go do something real quick. Yeah, Ren? Anyways, let me answer your question. I should have answered it earlier. I guess I have to do something again. Hold on. Okay, I'm back for real. You can shut up now. Alright. Let's press it. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Oh, have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Holy! Have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6! If I can get Paula to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Oh god, she ain't saying anything! No! No! Hello! That's not what you're supposed to say! Forgot something! We forgot! Hello! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it! Oh, this is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Hey, Ren, you're gonna get rich.
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. How about, what's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number that's safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1128. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous.
How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Date. Alright, how about we just read all of it before we present it? Aaron Elevator was actually into play at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator, returned from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet fired, found in heart. The murder was five bullets fired twice. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff. Trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins. Wait. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Forgive me, please. Sorry, I saw the name Jenkins and I just... The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date. Oh, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that day was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. You sick and stupid bastard. Dude. You say you're number 1, but I don't know why you don't feel like number 2. You know? Dude, you're obviously number 2. Anyways. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Alright, maybe I should go say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's name is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Hold on, look at the case file again. Polly! Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who was the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... the DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he's named his parrot after her. Oh, I see. I guess that is possible. Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Wait, actually? Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Bro, why am I even laughing at that? I don't know. She's only 7 she's I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right now. Uh, I'm leaning back against my chair, and um, my head is all the way back. Like it's like I would be sleeping. That's what I look like. What the fuck? That's enough! I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is a real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Man, by the time this game is over, I think I'd have like, I don't know, maybe $10. If I had a dime for every time you said order. Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it will make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Ooh, wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
Innocence. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay. Hooray. Confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, well, it seems as if the game's over, everyone. I sure hope you enjoyed this game. Yeah, it was... What? Did someone just say... Objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Oh no, what do I do? No, raise the objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too?
I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a recurrent dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor! I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! Oh, this is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here. Right now.
We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh, jeez. 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Ray. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth. I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? You? Kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. Judge Judy. Judge Judy. Judy Garland. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? Just admit to it! He confessed that he did it! In court! I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe you're a nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Alright. We're about to do this real. 2:30 p.m. This is taking quite a while. Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, no pointless. Let the defense do their cross-examining.
The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me.
I'd like to run through this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections? Yeah, sleepwalking. No, Your Honor.
Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? All right. By the book from the top. Here we go. Will the witness... No, wait, wrong voice.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth.
Thank you, Ren. Thanks a lot.
Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please. Please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Went to leave, an earthquake struck. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Alright, now I'm thinking it's the DL6 case file. Alright, something about DL6. Oh! Or the photo. Well, let's look at the case file, just in case. Alright. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted. One bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. It's in the victim data. A single gunshot, then a scream. Alright, Here goes nothing. Ah. Music stopped. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's? Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's? I can't speak English. Miles Edgeworth's testimony.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. No, like I told you, I'm a bit dyslexic. I am a bit dyslexic. I just like mix up words, everything. Alright. The murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Mr. Von Karma, save your suspense for after you've seen the evidence.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? This photo right here. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue! Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Alright. It's right here. Right here. Here. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Order! I don't know how many times I need to say it. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. The judge is a complete idiot. Okay, I guess. He's an idiot. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright! But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
No clues found? No clues found? The case summary. That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth.
The bag with the bullet, but that was the one found inside Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Yeah, like, see here. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings.
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! For the 1000th time, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of this incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Task.
Excuse me.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in the matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you going to do, Nick? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? No, don't tell me. It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. No. Well, you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. To respond to your comment, Ren, I won't. The case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No.